Sound Production. Sound Production. Sound Production.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. It is your boy Sirius. Welcome to my stream. And this stream today is pretty much going to be like a venting session. But on top of that, I'm definitely going to be dropping some gems on you as well. Because right now, at this moment, when I look at the state of the manosphere, there's something that needs to be addressed. Something that needs to be talked about, because right now at this point, the manosphere is no different than watching an episode of Desperate Housewives. And I'll get to it in a bit. But before we begin, let me see what's going on in the comments. I see ZK Studios, what's going on? I see Hermit, what's going on, dude? Dr. Magnum, welcome back. Father No, you always got that crazy questions that I have to think on, because you definitely have some thought-provoking questions. IY Fan, what is going on? It says, Yiddish News. Oh, shit. Okay. You going to use my other channel? What do you think about all these conservatives on the news network worrying about low recruitment for the military, the woke military? Well, at this point, since things got so woke, don't expect a lot of men gonna fight and die for a country that doesn't give a fuck about them, right? So there's two types of men in society today. One men, they're weak, frail, effeminate, emotional, just like a walking stick, just weak. The other side, where there's actually masculine men, why will they even put their neck on the chopping block for a society that treats them lower than dirt? So the conservatives, they better be worried because they're not off the chopping block as well. They're the ones that also criticize masculine men. The conservatives and the liberals, both sides, they are attacking masculine men. So I'm not surprised whatsoever. ZK Studios, Sergitas, what are your plans for the new Discord server? See, gentlemen, if you have not joined my Discord yet, there's a link in the community post. I'll post a link as well in the chat. Don't worry about it. But the plan is pretty much we're going to have this Discord where I'm going to have all my fan base together to where we can actually talk about real shit. Okay, talking about actual issues, male issues, any problems, things that are happening around the world, current events, or just, fuck around. But for the most part, definitely a place where men that actually wants to talk about legitimate issues, my Discord server will be the place to be. Okay, no drama, none of that shit. So that's going to be my plan. I don't have the complete plan yet, but I'm pretty much taking it step by step. Okay. Hermit, what's going on, man? He says, did you see James Cameron did an interview for Avatar, and he just talked about how men are bad and testosterone is poison. What the fuck? When did this happen? When did this happen? I'm gonna have to talk about this shit tonight. Wait, is that legit? Did that actually happen? If that did, then that dude is the biggest of soy boys. I fucking Jesus. Like, why? Are you really gonna sell out that bad just so you can get a couple bucks? Disgusting. Disgusting. Where were you at? No, not here. Boo, boo, boo. Yes, please send me the video because I'm definitely looking forward to watching that. I'll definitely break it down Barney style because goddamn, the audacity of this dude to even spew that type of shit. Okay, so I'm about to begin this topic. Okay, so when I say moving forward, I mean at this point, actually before I begin, everybody that's in the chat right now, put a 1 in the chat if you believe the Manosphere became a drama fest. Put a 1 in the chat if you believe that the Manosphere became a drama fest. Put a 2 if you believe that the Manosphere is good. But put a 1 if you believe that the Manosphere has gotten out of control with the drama. And I know why. I know why. Sandman knows why. Hammerhead knows why. Chronic knows why. We all know why. And people want to go after Chronic, talk about, but Chronic, he's all about the drama too. He's all about, roasting people, blah, blah. See, he goes after the people that actually deserves it. He goes after the people that are complete fucking hypocrites in their own right. So that's the difference. Right now, what I'm seeing in the manosphere today is just countless petty fucking drama, and it's getting fucking disgusting at this point. It is getting disgusting at this point. So when I say the manosphere is getting out of control, I guarantee that it's getting out of control. I've been around for almost 10 years in this space. We did not have this type of issue until around 2020 and onward, right? Because now we have a flood of PUAs and so-called ex-feminists coming into our space. PUAs is one thing, right? Because PUAs, you can tell immediately why they're in the space. You can tell why they're in there. They just want to say, hey, give me $1,000 just to tell you to be confident. Okay, that's a lot easier to be direct, right? So if a gullible young man or a man in general falls for the PUA nonsense, I don't feel that bad. But then come in these so-called female content creators that goes into our space. Please tell me which female content creator actually gets to the gist, actually gets to the meat and potatoes on why the manosphere exists in the first place. Can somebody in the chat tell me which channel actually talk about the core issues that men are going through in Western society? If you can show me which female content creator is talking about that shit, please send me a link. Because not one female content creator talked about this shit. These female content creators just regurgitate anything that we want to say. Anything, anyone, whatever it is. But it wasn't their original idea. It wasn't their own thoughts. They just watch a few video of ours and then they just put a whole spin on their own. Right? And then as long as they're able to portray themselves as quote unquote conservative, they got the simps by the balls. That's pretty much what it is. I have another question for you guys. Put a 1 in the chat if you truly believe that women coming to our space is here for men. What I mean by that, put a 1 in the chat if you believe that women that come into our space are here for male issues. Put a 2 if you believe that they're on some bullshit. I'm seeing the answers right now. I'm seeing nothing but 2 because I'm telling you right now, it's nothing but 2. Because you got to think about it, gentlemen. Think about it. If the women that come to our space is so adamant about male issues, right? Why won't they go to the sisterhood? Why won't they go to their female counterparts and talk to them about it? Because think about it. They have a plethora of female social media platforms, the actual media such as like talk shows and shit. They have countless amount of that over there. Why won't they infiltrate those spaces and call them out? Why will they come into this itty bitty space called the manosphere in the corner of the internet? Why would they come over here to talk about this shit? Then why would they want to come to this itty bitty space talking about some shit that we already know in the first place? You got to think on that, gentlemen, because a lot of simps out here on YouTube and various other social media platforms, they're thinking with their little head, not the big head. They're thinking with their little head, right? As long as she shouts me out when I donate $100 to her, she's not like these other girls. And look, Undead Chronic, he just said it right there. He made it easy. He just put it to the point. They come to the manosphere for attention and money. That's it. That's it. That's literally it. Because guess what, gentlemen? Back in 2014 or 2013, they took the OG content creators as a joke. They took them as just like a, oh yeah, he's just in his mama's basement. Oh, he doesn't get no bitches. They took the red pill philosophy and MGTOW as a fucking joke. Now look what's going on now. Recently, this year, the acronym MGTOW made it to the Canadian Parliament. Is it still a joke now? Because remember, gentlemen, they thought that this space was just nothing but a bunch of soy boy, a bunch of weak, a bunch of complaining, feminized men that didn't want to deal with their problems. Even Chad and Tyrone's are in this space. That's how fucked up the game is these days. There's Chad and Tyrone's in this space. Pookie and Ray Ray's in this space. That's how fucked up it is. You guys need to understand. At this point, when we have countless channels that are getting 100K, 300K, 500K, a million subs, they weren't here for you. They were here for your wallet. They were here for their little validation. And it's just very unfortunate that a couple of channels, especially a channel called Roma Army, she slipped through the cracks. She showed her true colors when it comes to the topic of Kyle Rittenhouse. She showed her true colors. She was spazzing out feminist bullshit. I'm surprised that she wasn't canceled right there, right? Because once again, right, she has the backing of a simp army at this point when she's selling her nudes and shit. That's what I'm talking about, gentlemen. This manosphere shit, at this point, it's a shadow of his former self. It's a shadow of his former self. Because before we actually able to talk about the hardcore, actual important shit that men go through in society today, right? But imagine if you didn't come to my channel. Imagine if you didn't go to Chronix or Hammerhands or wherever it is. Go to a mainstream channel, okay? They're just nothing about drama, drama, drama. That's it. Because they know that drama will bring them views. Drama will bring them subs. Drama will put them into the algorithm. They'll just staple Red Pill or MGTOW, whatever it is, to their name. I'm not trying to go off on y'all, gentlemen, but it's just unfortunate that there's plenty of men out there that clearly can't get that shit through their fucking head. What is the actual reason of fucking females coming to our space? The world is theirs. Is theirs. They can do whatever the fuck they please, do whatever they please. Right now in 2022, women are fucking can just do no wrong and have the best time of their lives. But as soon as this small group of the manosphere starts to disagree and criticize their behavior, they come in like a flood. They come into our space like it was like what the fuck? What the fuck? If you truly do not give a damn about men, if you truly believe that men are only good for going to war and dying, if you truly believe in that kill all men nonsense, if you truly believe that men are beneath you and the future is female, you wouldn't be flooding the manosphere like this. You wouldn't. So you got to think about it, gentlemen. Whenever these PUA / women in the manosphere, like they want to come up to our shit, it's only about self-interest. It's only about aligning themselves with our pockets. That's it. That's it. Please show me a PUA channel. Show me a female content creator in our manosphere on where they actually talk about shit That's not about female nature. Please show me the videos where they don't regurgitate the same shit over and over. You can't. You fucking can't. Because they can't think outside of that. Why? Because I guarantee you they spend a good amount of time watching our shit. So the only thing they know about quote unquote male issues, right? Because once again, women are not men. Women cannot honestly, they cannot comprehend what men go through on a daily basis. So what do? They watch our videos because that's the only way they're able to have any type of concept. That all of a sudden they're able to come to our space and they have all the answers of male issues. Come on, gentlemen. Come on. It makes no fucking sense. That's why I'm saying, gentlemen, at this point, I really don't see myself talking about the female nature much longer, right? Because the female nature has been talked about so much for so many years. It's pretty much being a dead horse. Put a 1 in the chat if you believe that talking about female nature at this point is being a dead horse. Put a 1 in the chat. All right, I'm seeing a bunch of 1s because guess what, gentlemen? If they are truly for male issues, if these females are truly for equality, right? These women that really want to define what feminism is, why won't they go in front of the White House? Why won't they go in front of the divorce and family courts and demand true equality? That's where it's mad fucking annoying. It's mad annoying as shit because they claim when they come to our space, they claim to be for men. Oh, we know what you're going through, man. Oh my God, I feel you. Oh, I'm not like these other girls. I'm a triathlete. I'm not like these other girls. I'm very conservative. I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna say it again. As soon as the female, especially a female in our space, turn off the camera, she has the power to still ruin your life. I repeat, when a female, especially female in our space, turn off the camera, she still has the power and capability of ruining your life. Not once I've seen a female content creator in our space that has the influence and the power to go to the court system and all that shit and say, hey, make shit more equal. Give me 1 female content creator that actually did that. Because if they did, I'll eat my own words. Because why would they go against something that benefits them, gentlemen? That's the fucked up part about this situation about women coming to our space. Because they proclaim that men are getting this, men are getting that, blah, blah, blah. Why don't they go over there and hold their own sisterhood accountable? Why don't they go over there and hold the state accountable? Why don't they go over there and hold CPS or wherever it is accountable and make shit more fair towards men? They won't, because they benefit from the system. It makes no sense to take away the power that you already have. It makes no sense. That's why you got to think about it, gentlemen. You got to think about it very hard. You got to think about it very long. Okay, you got to go long term. All right, I don't give a fuck if a bitch got a cleavage. I don't give a fuck if she got legs. I don't give a fuck if she got an ass, whatever it is. When she turns off that camera, she can easily walk across the street and commit false allegations against somebody. She can easily have the capability of pinning a baby that's not even his. She easily has the capability to do that. Like, it's unfortunate I have to go into detail about this. It's very unfortunate. But I have to emphasize on why I have an issue with this gentleman. Because I have a couple of people say, "Oh, you're making a big deal. What are you talking about, man? Oh, they're just here, this to chill, this and that." Listen, I don't give a fuck if they watch. If they have an opinion, yeah, I'll say in the comments. But when they come to the sphere and then proclaim that they have the answers for men, bullshit. Bullshit. I am one of the few channels left that's actually talking about the core issues. And that's fucked. That is so fucked. Because these so-called red pill channels, these so-called MGTOW channels, these so-called black pill channels, they immediately go to fucking drama. Immediately. I'm here to warn men about the gynocentric system, and I give the advice for them to have the best possible avenue of approach, best possible options to survive the system. That's my channel. All these other channels, me. Oh, she said this, she said that, he said this, he said that. Oh, they ain't shit, he ain't shit, and nobody ain't shit. That's a waste of fucking time and a waste of goddamn energy. I have to go off, gentlemen, because a lot of people, they truly cannot comprehend. A lot of men can't comprehend right now because, once again, they definitely are watching the mainstream, right? Because right now, red pill, and I guess I'll say MGTOW, but let's say mainly red pill is definitely mainstream. They're listening to these quote unquote mainstream content creators that have at least 100K plus subs. Turns out they're no different than PUAs. They're no different than PUAs. I'm really trying not to be that guy, but I'm sorry, it's just too late. I'm fed up with the shit. I see why Under Chronic said that no way in fucking hell I'm part of this manosphere bullshit. Because look at what's going on with the manosphere right now. Go look. Go look. Drama. He said, she said, blah, blah, blah. Buy my course. Oh, I'm not like these other girls. I'm a conservative. Oh, blah, blah. They have nothing of essence. They have nothing of value to give to men. Nothing at this point. It's just, hey, do you want to see me argue some fucking nonsense with this bimbo chick so I can get some views? Because I know you like me arguing with some chicks. That's it. That's it. And it's so ridiculous. It is, right? But I'm not too mad about it. Because why? Hammerhand, Under Chronic, and various people back in 2017, 2016, 2017, they called it years ago that this was going to happen. They called it years ago that there will be a bunch of females and a bunch of PUAs coming to our space and literally taking it over. The only thing that needs to happen next, which I believe is going to happen next, is they're going to try to change the concept of what red pill or MGTOW is. They're going to try to change the very definition of what it is. Because think about it, gentlemen. Look at the various quote-unquote red pill content right now. It's just nothing but PUA bullshit. Nothing but PUA. Nothing. Herman says, this is just a product of the manosphere going mainstream. Anytime something goes mainstream, this happens. Yeah, I agree. But at the same time, it's pretty funny that they only got shook or scared when not just Red Pill, but when MGTOW reached the government levels. Government levels. Even I didn't expect that shit to happen. That's crazy. Bane, Yeetus, you were born in the late 1900s. Yes, I was born in the late 1900s. Stop using that Gen Z talk. Oh shit. Laughing Jack, he says that PUA shit is getting tired. It is. It is. You literally, like, not once at this moment, not once my content has been behind a paywall. Not once. Everything I'm talking to you right now, anything that comes to mind, anything that I probably have some good advice for, not one of that shit is behind the paywall. Okay? If you feel like donating, that's on you because you feel that my channel is good enough for you to invest in. But now we got a shit ton of PUAs, a shit ton of females coming in left and right? Especially the females. You want to buy my nudes? You want to buy my nudes? Here, I'm here for men. Don't get me wrong. I'm here for men. But do you want to buy my nudes? And then with the PUAs, oh, I'm here for men. I'm here for men. But if you want the best, gigantic, enormous Megatron advice, if you want the holy grail of getting women, you got to pay a easy 10 installments of $200, and then I will tell you, be confident, bro. Be confident, bro. Yes, there's gullible men out there, unfortunately, that will pay $2,000 in total just for the coach, right? This PUA coach to say, be confident, bro. Maintain your frame, bro. Like, the fuck? I'm gonna address this right quick, gentlemen. It says, Space Lord, thank you very much for your generous donation through Cash App. Thank you. And if you want to support your boy Sirius, there's a link on top of the chat. Cash App /Sirius. Any donation is appreciated. Now, I am going to invite you guys. I wanna hear you guys' opinions on this because I know it can't be just me. It can't be just me. I gotta hear what you guys gotta say. So I'm putting the link in the chat. You guys can jump on if you want, if you have time. Because in my opinion, the manosphere is pretty much done. The manosphere is not, so it's similar to marriage, right? Because marriage is supposed to be a covenant between you, your spouse, and God. But right now in 2022, marriage is nothing more than a business. Similar to the manosphere is supposed to be for a group of men that don't have a space anywhere else in society, right? Because it's been shut down, taken over, ridiculed, etc. It's supposed to be a group of men that has no other space, so we can get together and talk about important issues, male issues, all that stuff. But now it just got flooded with a bunch of PUAs and a bunch of so-called triathletes. It is what it is, gentlemen. It's crazy. And that's the big thing right there. Since the beginning, I never thought of the red pill just being about female nature. Give me 30 seconds, but before I leave, put a 1 in the chat if you believe that the red pill concept, like the red pill philosophy, put a 1 in the chat if the red pill philosophy is just solely female nature. Okay, I'm back. I'm seeing nothing but two, so we're on the same page. We're on the same page. Because, in my opinion, in my concept, red pill is just accepting reality for what it is, right? Red pill is just saying, hey, this is what's truly going on. What are you going to do about it? So, the small window, the small definition is yeah, female nature isn't all sunshine and rainbows. Female nature ain't what is portrayed on the TV, on the radio, whatever it is. They can be just as grimy as you and me, or even worse. But at the same time, the red pill is supposed to be taking you down a rabbit hole and see how far it goes. So that means, on top of that, current events. On top of that, what's going on around the world. On top of that, what's going on with finance, etc. Things that you actually need to understand. Not just as a person, but as a man, you need to understand what's going on around the world, around society, around your country, whatever it is. So that's where things get misconstrued, because the POAs, they only make it about female nature. That's it. Which shouldn't be the case. Which is why I'm definitely glad that I created my second channel. Because, gentlemen, let's keep it real. I made over 200 live streams. 200 live streams. Majority of them is the female nature. Do you guys really want to hear me talking about that shit over and over again at this point? No, I doubt you do not want me to talk about that shit. So I want to move on to something that's actually important, right? Because no matter what we say when it comes to the female nature, it's not going to change, especially when it comes to the backing of SJWs, the backing of the government, etc. They're not going to change their behavior. The only way that modern women are going to change their behavior is something catastrophic happening. That's the only way. Besides that, they're going to be running amok, doing their own thing, because once again, why would they feel bad about the horrible, bad indecisions that they've made if they're never held accountable? That's what I'm saying, gentlemen. Dalton Turner said, we must move on. Let the generation pass. Focus on the future, bro. I completely agree. I agree with that shit. Because once again, with the information that we have out here these days, we've said everything that we needed to say. Okay. And once again, don't get me wrong. I'm still post videos of the fuckery of this gynocentric system. I'm still post those videos. But when it comes to me explaining myself, I don't think I need to explain myself much further. Who 346? I'm definitely going to be talking about that on my channel later on tonight. Mr. International, no, but it shows you know what you're talking about. Exactly. Like, I despise channels that repeat themselves over and over and then expect some type of praise, some type of recognition. Like, nah, motherfucker. You just saying this. It's like you singing the same song over and over and over and over and over again at a concert, and then expect your fans to pay the same price next time. No, that ain't gonna happen, partner. But I'm gonna invite somebody right quick. The one, the only. Herman, what's going on, man?
What's up, dude? Just chilling. I agree with you. Talking about female nature at this point is kind of like beating a dead horse, but I feel like we still need to talk about it every once in a while, because every day there's tons of new guys coming into this space, and they're confused and they don't know where to start. And right now is probably worse than ever because you do have all these grifters, all these female chameleons. So, guys come in, they're not experienced, they're still blue pill, they're looking for answers. And unfortunately, they're finding a lot of these grifters and chameleons first before they find the OG. So that's why I feel like we still need to keep talking about this. We don't have to talk about it all the time. We can still talk about other things also, but I feel like it's still important to bring this up and talk about it.
I agree with what you're saying. That's why I said that I'm not going to stop, making the shorts that I usually make, pointing out the bad behavior of these women, the bad decisions. But me making live streams about this at this point, because it's not just me, right? Because I made over 200 live streams, and majority of what's up?
I get it. I totally get it, dude. Like, I get you want to talk about other things and stuff, so I get where you're coming from. I'm just saying, like, I think we still every once in a while need to talk about it because there are a lot of men coming in. They're looking for answers. They're confused. I remember being one of those men when I found the red pill, and if I walked into it today, there's a good chance I would have found like Fresh and Fit or like one of those fucking retards first before I found one of the OGs.
But couldn't they still learn through the shorts and stuff that I make as well?
Yeah, like the shorts definitely do help, but I feel like nothing beats a good live stream. Like, the shorts are good. It's funny to laugh. Like, haha, she's a stupid whore that ruined her life. But I don't know, dude. There's nothing like a good live stream. So,
well, the next time I do plan on doing a live stream, besides the number 200 of Yeetus' thoughts, is if I'm talking about a situation. I think that's the next time I'm going to talk about it, because all of my live streams is all about like general census. Like, it's like what's happening in society in general. But next time I'm going to do like an official live stream when it comes to the female nature, I guess is just talking about like current events, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, still talk about other topics too, like any other topics you want to. But I feel like
that'd be
that's
my second channel.
Yeah, I feel like that's something we need. Like, we can talk about other issues that affect men, but like every once in a while, we should go back to like the 101 type stuff for the new guys.
Let me address this right quick. What did Who say? Who says it's like talking about the conditions of the courts. These newly red pill induced from said courts, they go and get remarried without ever talking to another man. These newly red pill induced.
I think he's talking about the guys that keep getting married and they just don't learn the hard way. Like, they get married, they get fucked over, and then they just get married again.
Oh, so you're talking about blue pill?
Yeah, the blue pill simp. The guys that are like married 4 times and they just never learn their lessons.
Yeah, that makes sense. I agree, man. I agree. Who? Mr. Plessing, he says, if you don't know the female nature by now, you're an idiot. I completely fucking agree. The information is way too out, especially when it comes to the influence of, even though he's a grifter, Andrew Tate. He explains the female nature.
Yeah, here at Yeetus, I agree, but you got to remember there are a lot of younger guys. Like, imagine being a dude fresh out of high school. You don't know what the fuck you're going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand. But I'm just saying, like, if you, at this point, because everybody is holding a smartphone at this point.
Yeah, true.
So like, there's no way that you on YouTube and you have not crossed Andrew Tate once.
Yeah, my little brother doesn't really know anything about the red pill, and he's even seen Andrew Tate videos. He's like, do you know Andrew Tate? And I'm like, oh, yeah.
Does he agree or disagree?
My little brother, I think he agrees with what he says.
Okay. That's a big thing right there.
I mean, my little brother is still blue pill. He's buying my condo when I move to Hawaii, and the first thing he wants to do is move in with his girlfriend, so he must not be listening that closely, but
Oh man, are you gonna have a talk with your brother
I
before?
tried to. He won't
Oh.
listen. I was like, having your girlfriend move in is probably not the best thing you can do. And it kind of just like turned into an argument and you hate women. And I'm like, all right,
Hey, women, get the fuck out of here, man. Did he go to college?
did I go to college or did he go to
No,
college?
did he go to college?
No, he graduated high school and now he actually got a pretty decent job in heating and cooling. So he's doing pretty good for his age. But yeah, we worked out a deal for when I moved to Hawaii. He's going to buy my condo off me. So, and then I was very disappointed when he told me the first thing he was going to do was move in his girlfriend. I'm like, no.
Well, that's on him, like you'll be around, but I'm sure you're gonna laugh at his ass. Like, that's just me.
Well, yeah. When I try to tell him all the stuff we talk about in the space, he just goes, but my girlfriend would never do that to me. I'm like, bro, that's what I said. It's like, you know how many people that thought my girlfriend would never do that to me, and then she might not do it right away, but like a year or two down the road, she fucking does it to you.
Yeah, like they never learn. Like unfortunately, there's various Sims that have to learn the hard way, and it's worse if it's your brother, right? Because it's like, damn, like hopefully you don't get her ass pregnant too, because you're in for a roller coaster at that point.
And here's the thing: he tries to I've met his girlfriend; she seems nice, but then he told me a story where she was also using pronouns, and I'm like, oh man, you need to get the fuck rid of that one.
She was using pronouns.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! Oh no! Oh, but I'm gonna address this right quick. Red pill overdose reaction. Sir Yeetus, what's up? What's going on, man? Welcome back to the stream. If you guys haven't heard of Red pill overdose reaction, go ahead and subscribe to his channel. His channel is definitely very good with various topics. He has a podcast as well. He gets to the point, and the females that he brings on, it is hilarious because once again, overdose don't have to say anything pretty much. Like the females that he brings on, they expose themselves. So definitely check him out if you guys want some red pill content. Like honestly,
I mean,
I highly recommend it.
Every time you talk to a female, they kind of expose themselves. I've never been in a situation where they didn't expose themselves.
I completely agree. They just can't help but snitch on themselves. It's ridiculous.
Dude, I got women messaging me, female fans messaging me in Discord, claiming to be traditional conservative women who are married. And next thing you know, they're fucking sending me booty pics in Discord. I'm like, are you fucking serious? These are the traditional women I've been hearing so much about. They're like blowing up my phone, fucking all this shit.
I keep telling people they hide behind titles. They hide behind any type of thing that can protect their reputation while they sneak around and do their Jezebel shit.
Yeah, anytime they tell me they're a traditional conservative woman, I just don't believe them, because how many traditional conservative, quote unquote, conservative women have exposed themselves recently?
Exactly. But I'm going to talk about this right quick. Bane, what's going on, man? He says, in short, our forefathers' chivalry are partly to blame. Chivalry? No. The forefathers are to blame, but I wouldn't say chivalry. I would say is the ones that activated the 19th Amendment. That's when shit went completely down fucking hill. Chivalry? No. But the fact that somebody can have the same voting power as you, but they don't have to pay their taxes or
they don't have to die in war.
Right. That's where it went downhill. So they can go balls to the wall on voting on the most ridiculous people based on how they feel, and they don't have to worry about dying for their cause.
We need to go back to a system where you could only vote if you had skin in the game. Because if you think about it, that makes the most sense. Like if you own property or you were in the military or if you have some sort of skin in the game, you should be able to vote. If you don't have any fucking skin in the game, if you're collecting welfare, you shouldn't be able to vote because all these people are ruining the country. You got fucking women that don't even have to die for this country. When the draft happens, they ain't gonna get fucking drafted. And like welfare queens and shit, it's like they should not be allowed to vote.
Agreed. I completely agree. If they were signed up for the draft as equal as men, then I definitely would not have a say about that. But right now, for the last over 100 years, they didn't have to worry about it. We were very close. I think it was last year, a couple years ago, where they wanted to have women to sign up for the draft. And that's how fucked up it is.
Didn't they all freak out when that happened too? Like, no, I'll get back in the kitchen.
They did. And it's worse because, you know about the alphabet community, right? They have special privileges.
Yeah.
But this year, Sleepy Joe was like, hey, if you're a trans woman, you still got to sign for the draft.
Yeah, but if it's the other way around, if you're a woman trying to become a man, you won't get drafted. So here's the funny thing. They know all these rules are bullshit because you can only have these clown world rules when times are good. But when shit hits the fan and you're actually about to hop into World War III, all that goes out the fucking window. They're like, I don't give a fuck if you identify as a woman. You're going to go fucking die in this war.
Agreed, because there's two things I have an issue with. The first thing is, okay, so you're going to sign up men that wants to be women, which I think is bullshit in the first place. But the man that wants to be women, you're going to make them sign up for war. But the women that want to LARP as men, they don't have to sign up for war. And number two, the craziest thing about this shit, right, is that they want to brag about feminism all this time, these modern women. But as soon as they hear the barbarians at the gate, right? Like Kim Jong-un is getting crazy with the ballistic missiles. Russia is getting a little bit crazy with his nuclear submarines and shit. People dying left and right in Ukraine. All of a sudden, they want to be housewives. That's the amount of pressure it takes, gentlemen. A nuclear fucking war for women to be like, oh, I don't mind being a housewife.
Well, yeah, if World War III did happen and women were actually going to get drafted, they would just get pregnant to get out of it. They would do everything they could to get out of World War III.
But if it was up to me, I'd be like, wait a minute. Didn't you say that this current thing that's in your womb is just a clump of cells?
They would take that shit back so far. They'd be like, I've seen the light. I've seen the light. It's not a clump of cells. It's my baby.
Fuck the light. Go to the next room, get that abortion, and grab your weapon. Fuck all that. See, that's why I say, gentlemen, feminism is a fucking joke. Okay? Feminism is only things.
The privilege of living in a first world country. Feminism doesn't exist in countries where they're eating dirt cookies.
Right. It's a straight up goalpost, gentlemen, where they move back and forth in order to fit their agenda. That's what you got to understand. This feminist book, don't take it seriously. Please don't take it seriously.
I don't think anybody in your chat takes it seriously.
Because at the end of the day, things will get hard. I'm seeing it, at least within my lifetime. Things will get crazy, and hopefully, men have a long memory. I really do hope, because let's just say hypothetically, society does collapse. There's no government, there's no law enforcement, and if these females aren't married, they're alone.
Do you think when the collapse does happen, it's going to go to a hard patriarchy or a soft patriarchy first?
Oh, straight up, what's that Muslim shit? Sharia law? Sharia law?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Fuck, I can't remember it either right now.
I can't pronounce it right. I know it's like Sharia law or something like that.
Yeah.
It will
Sharia law. That's how you say it.
Sharia law. Sorry, my bad. It will be a lockdown patriarchy. it'll be a lockdown.
See, if it goes to a hard patriarchy, the warlord, the Negan dude, will have all the women, and then like your basic dudes will be kind of fucked. But I think when it first happens, women are just gonna latch onto the first guy that will take care of them because they're not gonna deal with this on their own. They're gonna find the first dude, and you're gonna have to fucking take care of her because she's gonna be terrified when this happens.
There's only gonna be a select few of women that's gonna be able to take care of themselves in the post-apocalypse type situation. But even then, what if she has to deal with enemies? What if she doesn't have a gun?
Yeah, I'd say even they're going to be fucked too. Like, I know you're talking about the exception to the rule, but like, come on, like a man is like 3 times stronger than a woman. I don't give a fuck if she is Ronda Rousey. She's going to get fucked up by your average dude.
That's why I said, like, what if she doesn't have a gun? That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, the gun is the equalizer. Like, you could be a fucking 6-year-old with a gun and like kill a grown man. So yeah, I get what you're saying.
And they want me and countless other men that's walking away to feel bad. Shit, a lot of us, they're gonna be chilling in the Philippines, gonna be chilling in Thailand, they'll be chilling in Colombia, they're gonna be chilling in Eastern Europe. Like, there's gonna be a lot of men like us, right? And I'm assuming masculine men. We're gonna be having the time of our lives somewhere else.
I mean, when this is going on, I'll be growing my own food, doing pull-ups in the rainforest, watching the world burn.
Like, I'm a big fan of accountability, so I'm definitely not gonna. And I really do hope that anybody in the chat, please don't put on your cape and be a Captain Saber 304. Please don't do that. Don't be a don't Saber, bro.
They get on their white knight armor. I'm here for you, my lady.
Because Pookie and Ray Ray, Chad and Tyrone, they didn't have to do none of that shit, and he was able to dig her guts out on multiple occasions. Just think on that. Just think on that. That's all I'm trying to say. Because right now in this space, in my opinion, when a woman comes to the space and proclaim that, you know, she's traditional and, you know, she understands what men are going through, it's no different than OnlyFans, in my opinion. There's literally no difference. She's trying to capitalize on that SIP money, and she will capitalize on that SIP money.
Yeah, the sad thing about the red pill going mainstream, and now I think a lot of women realize, like, holy fuck, all I have to do is pretend to be a traditional woman and say these red pill talking points, and I can get 100,000 subs, and I can get fucking probably hundreds of thousands of dollars from simps. We're going to see more of these women because, think about it, it's kind of easy. All they have to do is put on an act. Women are great at putting on an act, show a little bit of cleavage, and all these fucking simps are going to be like, oh my God, I knew the good women existed. And it's like, no, bro, she's fucking scamming you.
And that's the funny part. That's the hilarious part. They want to turn around after they hit 100K and then trash the very same philosophy. I'm saying they trash on the same philosophy that rode them to the top.
Do you believe that real femme sapien was ever actually red pill? I don't. She was just saying that shit.
I'm gonna ask the chat. Everybody in the chat right now, put a 1 if you believe that women can be red pilled. Put a 2 if you believe women cannot be red pilled. Put a 1.
I'm gonna say they can't be red pilled, but they can know enough to say things to get what they want, if that makes sense.
I see what you're saying. I agree, but for the most part, straight up 2, women cannot be red pilled. They cannot be red, because red pill is them consistently living in reality. And please let me know what young 20, 21, 22-year-old, no, fuck that, from 20 to 35, please tell me what female actually lives in reality on a daily basis.
I'd say they don't truly live in reality until they're old enough to where their phone stops ringing. When they hit the wall, when they stop getting attention from men, and they're lonely, that's when reality sits in. And then that's when we see all these videos, where are all the good men and I can't find a man. But they weren't making those videos when they're in their early 20s.
Exactly. Because once again, they go through life on easy mode just because they exist. And once again, I'm not going to hold against them. I'm not going to hold against them because that's how it's supposed to be. Females, they should be able to, how you say, have things a bit easier just because of their existence. Okay, cool. But that's when the Western world comes in, right? Because eventually the female is supposed to contribute to society. The best way she's able to contribute is marriage and or childbirth. But I would say marriage and childbirth, right? Because you're supposed to get married before
Yeah,
you
but
even
now
give
they've
birth.
been told and brainwashed where I can focus on my career first, and then when I'm 40, I'll just worry about having kids and having a family. And they're like, "Oh, wait, what do you mean I can't have kids?" And it's like, "Yeah, bitch, you ain't got no eggs. You're not having any children." And then they're miserable.
Hey, Herman, do you think I need to get some sound bits? Like, I think I need to do that as well.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
I need to get some as well. But that's the thing, gentlemen. That's the thing. I'm not mad. Once again, I am not upset about the female nature. I am very pissed off about how they let that shit get out of control to the point where they believe they can have their cake and eat it too.
Well, think about this, Yeetus. If you just say the roles were reversed and you just turned 18 and all these women of all different ages were flooding you with pussy and attention, like you know how delusional you would be? Because think about it, the modern woman, she hits 18, she's on the market. Every fucking dude from her age all the way to like 50 wants her, and they're she's getting 100 DMs in her social media and dating apps, and her ego has been so inflated to where you have fives walking around thinking they're tens, acting like they're goddesses. So it's no wonder why they don't live in reality. Like I'd say, and if anybody got that from the time they're 18 to 30, you would live in a la la land delusion also.
As men, I think that would be slightly different. I still believe that there's men that be able to
No, but
still.
you see why they do it, because that's what they deal with.
I see why. Yeah, I completely agree. But that means pretty much if a man pretended to be a woman. Because if a man got the options as a man growing up, he'll know he has options, but at the same time, he will definitely know that, hey, it's either I'm the apex predator or I'm not. Women, they have twos and threes walking around thinking that they're just as good looking as Rihanna or Jennifer Lopez or whoever it is.
Yeah, you have women that look like little fat Oompa Loompas, and they're like cucking their husbands and still getting all this like attention from dudes, and it's like, bitch, you look like Jabba the Hutt. Like, I'm not impressed, but she thinks she's a 10 because all these DMs in her fucking Tinder told her she was.
But that's the thing, right? Because in society today, men are not supposed to have any type of standards, but women can have the most unrealistic standards as possible. That's the biggest double standard that women don't want to talk about.
Have you ever been shamed for having standards as a man?
Yes.
Same. I've been
It-
shamed
it-
for not wanting to date women 30 plus and not wanting to date fat chicks. And it's like, come on, bro.
I got shamed by my own female family members.
For what, not dating black chicks or something?
I don't want to date black chicks. I don't want to date a fat chick. I don't want to date chicks that are, like you said, 30 plus. And all of a sudden, I'm the bad guy. But
Fuck, I had a girl shaming me at work because I hooked up with an 18-year-old like about 3 months ago, and a 30-year-old woman tried to shame me, and she's like, "That's creepy." I'm like, "She's fucking legal age."
see, that's the thing. That's the double standards once again, because nobody says anything when these female teachers are sleeping with their male students, high school teachers. But as soon as a woman becomes of age, right, 18, 19, 20, whatever it is, all of a sudden these females, they don't have the capability, or they're too immature to know who to have sex with or not. Like,
Yeah, they'll say they
make it,
couldn't consent and all this bullshit.
yeah, make it make sense. Make it make sense.
And another thing I noticed too is, so you'll have these women that are 18, 19, 20, and they'll date the older guys in their 30s that look good and have money, but then when they hit 30 to 35, they'll shame those guys for dating those younger women when they were that younger woman dating older men. But they're just salty because they can't get those types of men anymore.
Agreed. I completely agree, because think about it, chat. Think about it. A man is old enough to go to war and die. There's no arguments, there's no issues, there's no bickering, nothing. But a woman isn't in her right mind when she's 18 if she wants to fuck somebody?
There's been countless stories too of women saying like, "Oh, I was just young. I was 18, 19, 21, and that older guy took advantage of me." And it's like, it was all consensual, but you acted like it wasn't because of your age, and there was some sort of power dynamic. But here's the thing, women are attracted to that power dynamic. They want a man that's better than them.
See, and that's the not the oxymoron. That's the ironic situation, because they want a man that's better than them in every possible way, but then they turn around and say that it's a 50-50 partnership. What the fuck?
Yeah, the 50-50 is just coping, because here's the thing. They'll say they want a man, or they'll want to be a boss bitch and get their own money. So they'll want to make 100,000 doing whatever they're doing. But then they want you to make 200,000, but you can't spend any of her money, but she's expected to spend your money. So she has her money over here that you can't touch, but then she also wants to spend your money, and it's like, nah, I'm good.
And it's insane. And then they wonder why men are walking away in droves. It's crazy. But before we continue, if you want to support your boy Sir Yeetus, chat, there's a link on top. Cash App /Sir Yeetus. Any donations appreciated. Thank you very much. And I'm going to invite Doug, because Doug has been in the background for a while. Doug.
Yeah.
What up, Doug?
Hey, what's up, Hermit? Hey, Sir Yeetus, nice to see you.
What's going on? How's life?
Pretty decent, man. I've been listening to your channel for a while, but this is the first time I'm calling in.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so what is your opinion on what we've talked about so far?
So as far as female nature is concerned, for me, at least at this point, there's other things that can be, we can go into as far as what it means to be red pilled. And I'm no expert on it, but there's just a lot of, I don't know. I think that, every day I go out in the world and you see the repercussions of men who are not red pill aware, who are not aware of why they're being, fucked by these women. And so, I think it's some, that information, once they understand it, once they take it in, it can really make their lives better. But it's not an easy thing at first to realize that that's the way it is.
But we're the bad guys when we teach these men, like, hey, you have a choice if you want to marry this girl or not. But before you do, here's the information you need to know before you make that decision. We're the extremists, according to the Canadian government, at least. You know,
I mean,
teaching them.
I take that as a compliment. So I'll be a red pill extremist all day. Fuck them.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy because I'm like, hey, hold up. So you're gonna compare us to Al Qaeda? Like just for wanting to be alone and or teaching men that hey, there's more to life than getting married to an ungrateful bitch.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, how?
Yeah.
But what about all the MGTOW suicide bombers? Oh yeah, that's not a thing. It's like they want to call us a terrorist, but they can't point out anything that we've done that would actually prove we're like that.
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of the day, Doug, have you been through marriage or certain
No.
relationships?
I've been through relationships with women, but no, I've never been married. And the benefits of the lifestyle that I have and this community of men that I'm getting to meet far outweigh, the implications that would come if I said yes to marriage. I have a good job. I'm moving into a decent career. I'm not willing to go down the path where 20, 30 years down the pipe, she wakes up one day and says, I'm not happy. And now I want half of your retirement. And she gets it.
Yep.
Agreed,
so,
because
yeah.
Once again, I've been in the military and I've seen a superior NCO or sergeant, right? He intentionally left the military early so his ex-wife doesn't get half of his retirement money. He intentionally left. So that's how fucking bitter and petty things can get. So I've been red pill like a motherfucker for a while now.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a situation for you, Doug, where you became red pilled, or were you always red pilled? Or
well, I think that it came, like in my early 20s, I wasn't aware of the red pill. So I was still dating, I was still smashing chicks in my 20s. But I'm 40 years old now. So back then it was more you went out and socialized, you went out and you picked up girls from the bars and things of that along those lines. I think for me, it came to a point where I was like, I'm tired of doing this with my life. I'm not finding anybody that I want to settle down with, which I actually wanted. And it just never happened for me. And I had this girlfriend when I was 26 years old, and I was cohabitating with her. And I had one, I was working a pretty halfway decent job, not anything great. But one day she came home and she said, I'm just tired of you being here. You're here all the time. And I was like, for me, I was happy. I thought we were going to be getting married and having kids and this and that. And for me, that was a moment where I was like, whoa, it just took me off guard.
Well, yeah, their emotions change like the wind, dude. There's been so many times where I was dating a girl, things were going well, and then out of the blue, I'm not happy. And then fucking, it just makes no sense because you probably did nothing wrong, but their emotions change like the wind. So she just, it is what
it does say that, hey, women, they primarily base their decision on emotions, and emotions are fleeting.
Yep. Could you imagine trying to make it work for the rest of your life with a woman her emotions literally change like the wind blows? Like, it's impossible. But go on, Doug. My bad, dude.
Oh, no. It's nice to talk to you, Hermit. After that, I got involved in Christianity for a while. So I'm still a believer. But what I started seeing in church, or I had people in church that were that I thought were different, but I started to see guys and girls in the church world texting each other. This is while they were involved in marriages. They and I watched them get divorced and flip flop and marry the other person that they were going behind their backs with the spouse. So for me, I just started seeing that stuff, and I was like, that was just like another red pill for me for why I should stay single.
Okay.
I don't want to go through that.
So, Doug, I'm going to ask you this question. Do you hate women? Because I don't hate women.
You know, that's a great question, because I think that there have been periods of time where I might have, and I don't think it was hating them as far as who they are, but I think
Red pill rage.
Yeah, absolutely. But now I'm getting the understanding that I don't hate women. I just understand what they're capable of. No, it's no more than I hate a rattlesnake. If I get close to a rattlesnake and it bites me, that venom can go into my bloodstream and I might pass away.
Yeah, that's the perfect analogy, Doug. Perfect.
So I walk away.
So what's it called? What was that quote again? You can love or understand women. You can't do both.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep, you can love women or you can understand them, but you can't do both. I understand women. I understand female nature. Therefore, I can never love one of them. Now, does that mean that I will never have another one come over to my house and bend her over my pool table? No, but I ain't going to fucking get attached or love her.
Well, I agree with Patrice O'Neal. He says that as long as she loves you and you like her, the relationship will work.
Yeah, whoever has the most feelings involved in the relationship is the one who basically runs the relationship.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good point. Because I didn't realize that at 26 years of age, when I was going out with this girl and cohabitating with her, that I was invested 100%, and that was a part of the problem. Because before I came to discover the red pill philosophy about how they are, I just assumed that I could be myself and that I could give 100% of myself all the time. And I didn't realize that, there's this whole thing about like not giving a shit about them that they actually are attracted to.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna address this right quick. IY fan, he says, look at Better Bachelor. He divorced his wife when he realized that a random episode of Jeopardy was more important than sex with him. He was a lucky few not to be divorced or raped by his ex. Yes, he was definitely beyond lucky, because happy wife, happy life. That's not a phrase for no reason. There's a lot of men that really believe that it is cheaper to keep her, right? Another phrase. So
I'd say cheaper to keep her. It is true and it isn't true. Like, yeah, all the fees up front from getting divorced and getting paying child support and all that stuff is going to cost you a ton of money up front. But then if you keep her for a long period of time, that adds up too. So it's like, would you rather be miserable for years and still pay money, or just like pay a bunch of money right off the rip to fucking get rid of her really fast, I guess?
I know from my friends who have went through divorce at least once, they said it was expensive because it's worth it. But then they still got remarried, so I don't know.
So they didn't learn their lessons.
I don't think so. I don't know.
See, this is why I say wise men, they learn from other men with their mistakes, because once again, I never got married.
Yeah, I never got married either.
I don't do that cohabitation shit either. I don't know if I have common law marriage in my state or not, but regardless, I love my peace. I love the quietness that I have in the household. I
I only
This is
cohabitated with a woman once, and she was a Hooters waitress, and that was a huge fucking. I should not have done that. She was hot as fuck, but she was
no,
batshit crazy.
Hmm.
no. See, it gets to the point where even your own brothers and fathers will much rather visit your place than go back home. See, that's the crazy part. My home is chill, fucking, it's relaxing, it's just me. I got some incense like lighting up, and I got like all these LED lights like flashing and shit, right? Like it's a great time, and as you know, it's pretty intense if your own father you will rather come chill at your place before he goes home.
Mhm.
And another
And I'm
thing
just
that
saying.
another thing that needs to be talked about for marriage, all these guys that you think are happy, a lot of them, they're not even having sex with their wives. That's basically just a roommate that complains all the time. Like I have a lot of family members, and their wife sleeps in a separate room as them. They haven't been laid in probably years, minimum 6 months. And it's like, what's the point? Like, if you're not fucking me and you're just staying at my house and eating all my food, you're useless. But a lot of guys just deal with it because they have to. And well, they don't have to, but they think they have to.
Yeah.
What
Because
do you
I
have
got
to say
family
about
members that
that,
I feel really bad for. I'm not going to say who they are or anything, but they probably haven't been laid by their wives in years, and all their wives do is bitch and complain, and I go over there and it's like walking on eggshells, and it's like, God damn, I could not live
Yeah.
this.
Wait, years? He's cheating.
Yeah, my one family member, like I said, I don't want to say who it is.
Yeah, yeah.
They'll probably never see this, but just in case, the wife is going out every other weekend to her family's house, which I don't fucking believe, and she'll stay the weekends out, and then they don't sleep in the same room together. So it's like she's probably cheating.
Oh, the husband's cheating too. Like I hope, hopefully he is.
No,
Because
no, he's not.
no. Oh, I just want to elbow drop it
I don't
right
want to
now.
say it, but all right, it's my fucking dad, dude. My stepmom is such a fucking cunt, and she doesn't fucking sleep in the same room as my dad. She fucking bitches and complains all the time. And she'll say she's going up north to go visit her parents, and it's like we can't prove that she is. Like maybe she is, but I don't fucking think so.
See, that's the thing, man. Like, that's the main issue besides the powers to be, like the elites. Men are just too afraid to see the truth for what it is.
Yeah, and she stole money from my dad too, and I got blamed for it. And my stepbrother got blamed for it. So she stole a couple $1,000s from my dad because my dad had it sitting in his closet because it was like for his business that he runs. And fucking my dad noticed this money was gone. So I get fucking blamed for it. And then her son, my stepbrother, gets blamed for it. And the only reason why
Herman, hold on. How are you blamed for it? Like, do they even look at any type of transaction history?
no, they just blamed me for it for no reason.
Oh, motherfucker. Okay.
Yeah, so anyways, the only reason why she came clean and admitted she did it was because her son was getting blamed for it. If my dad was ready, he was like, if I find out it was you, I'm going to disown you and all this shit. And I'm like, I didn't fucking do anything. And then she fucking admits it. And then I'm like, oh, so you're not going to disown her? You're getting ready to disown me, but you're not going to fucking disown this bitch?
Honestly, at that point, I know you love your parents, but I'll definitely distance myself hella hard.
I didn't go over there for like over a year.
Oh, just a year? Oh no, I would distance myself for fucking years. Like,
Yeah,
like, I'm sorry, because the fact that he's willing to disown you or your brother, but she only admitted her fault when it was her own son. Nah,
yeah,
you're
Yep, her own son was starting to get blamed for it because he lived in the house and he didn't do it. He's actually a pretty good kid. And, she fessed up when it was finally her own son was getting blamed. And
I'm glad that I don't have that type, because once again, my dad, he's to the point, and he actually looks at the situation before he starts pointing fingers. So, goddamn, bro, Herbert, that's completely fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah, my dad's so fucking pussy whipped, and it's like, he married a single mom that she does cook every once in a while and clean, but the other stuff he has to deal with isn't worth it. She's always bitching. She's always complaining. Every other weekend she's gone, probably cheating on him. He ain't getting laid because she sleeps in the guest bedroom. And it's like, come on, dude. And then she like hates most of the family, and it's like, fucking get rid of this bitch. But he just won't do it.
Doug, what do you have to say about that?
Man, I'm sorry to hear that, Hermit, but I'll tell you, it's and thanks, Sir Edis, for letting me come on and hang out with you guys today. It's my dad and my mom split up when I was 4, and my dad had a couple girlfriends through my childhood, but then basically he stayed single for most of my life, so I kind of followed his footsteps. Of course, I had some girls in my 20s and early 30s, but I guess in a situation where I just have never had been blamed for doing something. Other than women have done that, but for me, I would just keep my distance. But I'm really not in a position to really tell people how to live their lives. But
okay,
yeah,
Herman, what was your solution? What did you do after the fact?
Like when I was getting blamed.
Yeah, like
I just freaked out and didn't go over there for like over a year and fucking yeah, it's just a shitty situation, dude. Like what can I do other than not go over there? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's probably you made the right decision. Like of course, I'm gonna, if it were me in the same position, I'm gonna always love my dad, number one. But if I'm in a situation where people are going to be taking shots at me, no, I'm just, I'm not gonna blow up or overreact. I
really don't go over. I go over my dad's every once in a while right now, but I don't really go over there like that because on top of that, they're just like blue pill NPC normies that believe everything the TV tells them. So like, I really try not to go over there. So,
I understand that. Absolutely.
They're all updated on their fucking booster shots and everything.
Yeah. I was at work this week when the guy was talking about being
make sure you
yeah, code words.
Oh, okay, sure.
My bad.
Susan hates me, so she's waiting for any excuse to delete my channel.
Edis his monetization back, bitch.
No, fuck that bit, man.
You didn't even do anything worthy of getting your monetization taken either. That was petty.
It was petty as shit. I guarantee you, it was a SJW that reviewed my shit.
My theory is she was like, God damn it, that skeleton's got TFM on again. All right, rip his monetization.
God damn. But Doug, are you subscribed to my new channel?
Oh, I don't know if I am or not. So I didn't know that you fired one up.
Yes, for some reason your new channel's hard to find. I don't know why, but when I type it in the YouTube algorithm, it takes me a minute to find it. So maybe there's a way you can post that on your channel or something. So when you like click on your channel, it'll be like an option for people to click on. I don't know if there's a way you can do that, but it'll be easier because for some reason it's hard to find.
Yeah, let me give me 1 second. Give me one second. You guys can wait, hold up. You know what? Fuck it. I use this shit right here. I'm gonna post it on the chat if you guys wanna subscribe because I will have a live stream later on tonight.
Yeah, I will definitely do that, sir. You just I've been subbed to your original channel for over
Yes,
a
I'm seeing
year.
other guys in the chat saying they can't find it either. So
Mhm.
I think it's you would have more subscribers on that channel if it was easy to find, but for some reason it's not easy to find.
It's too easy. I'll fix it right now. But what'd you say, Doug?
No,
I didn't hear you.
I've been subbed to your channel for a little over a year. I came into contact with Undead Chronic and Hammerhand and that's where I came into contact with your original channel, and so I've listened to most of your streams, and I love your shorts, and so keep up the good work.
Why, thank you. Undead Chronic is the one that pretty much recommended me, huh?
Well, it's where I first remember hearing about you was on one of his streams.
Let's go. And right now, see, that's the annoying part of having two channels, right? I have to go like back and forth. Fucking fuck. When it comes to the second channel, I'm going to be talking about the Kanye incident and the what's it called? The Barlesi, whatever the fuck it's called.
Oh, the teddy bear thing.
Yes, I'm going to be addressing that tonight.
Very
Yeah,
good.
you know what happens if you type in, I can never say that name, but if you put it in, what the fuck is that language called? Fuck. It's like, god damn it, I can't remember. It's like you translate it into the certain language and it means like something about the devil. It's fucking crazy.
I think I seen that earlier today.
Yeah, I watched Matt Walsh was talking about it, and it can be translated two different ways. And one of them, pretty much both ways, has to do with the devil, but it's like different. I don't know. It's kind of fucking crazy.
Have you guys heard the statistics that by 2030, women 30 years and older will be without children and without being married?
Yeah.
Around 45%, I think it was.
Yeah. And I didn't mean to derail the conversation, but I was just like, I thought that was pretty interesting.
Well, yeah, the standards are too high. That's why.
It's inevitable. Like, they had so many chances. See, this is why I have no sympathy, because if you're a woman that's in your 40s and you're still single, there's something wrong with you. Because there's a man out there that will not hesitate to put a ring on it if you actually show some qualities of a feminine woman.
Well, here's the thing. Those same women make videos, where are all the good men? It's like you had 100 good men that would have treated you right in your day, but you always thought you could do better and monkey branched, and now you're 40 and nobody wants you anymore.
Agreed.
Yeah, it's an amazing thing to watch. I've seen it happen to close friends. I've known women who have been on multiple marriages, almost like over 4, like married more than 4 times. Like, what?
4 times. God damn.
Like, what are you doing? You know, and it's like, you know, if you show any imperfection whatsoever, they are out. I don't understand that.
But hey, Yeetus, I'm gonna jump off. I got to get ready to go hit the gym. I just thought I'd jump on for a minute.
No, it's all good, man. Do you have anything else to say to the chat?
Not really. Just thanks for having me on. And if you guys in the chat want to go check out my channel, Hermit RP4. Yesterday I had the Guy Bro on, and oh god, was that a shit show?
That was hilarious, Hermit.
Wait.
I loved your roast of the Gay Bro.
Yeah,
That was
he was on, and I played the video of him doing cocaine right in front of him, and he was all salty.
Well, let me go ahead and watch that.
Real Talk was on, and SCE was on.
Yeah.
And basically, like the I call him the Gay Bro. Well, anyways, he was saying like we just need to, because he hates MGTOWs. He considers himself black pill, but he hates MGTOW, and he thinks we just need to take the deal because even though the deal is so horrible, all the laws are against you. He's basically just saying we need to man up and take this deal because we need to have kids and stuff. And it's like,
how
no,
can you be black pill and then hate
he claims to be
MGTOW?
black pill.
Mhm.
It makes no sense because black pill MGTOW definitely has.
No, he doesn't claim to be MGTOW. He said he hates MGTOW.
I know. I'm just saying black pill and MGTOW has a lot of similarities.
Yeah, for most black pillars I notice hate MGTOW. I don't know why. It's just like we realize the boobs are no longer worth a squeeze. We're doing our own thing, and they fucking hate us for it. Like I've met a lot of black pillars that hate MGTOW, and it just makes no sense to me. It's like, shouldn't we be on the same side?
Agreed. Like I don't know what's up with this divide. That's fucking weird, bit. But hey, Herman, thank you for joining, man. I'm definitely gonna be on later on today if you're gonna be joining. And
What time do you think you're going to stream later?
8 or 9 o'clock. It depends on when Gray gets off, because Gray wants to talk about it as well.
Cool. Yeah, I'll check it out.
All right, man. Peace out.
All right. Oh yeah, make sure you watch that James Cameron video I sent you about him saying men are bad and testosterone's poison and shit.
Oh, I definitely will.
That'd be a good topic. I just thought it was interesting. But
Shit.
all right.
I'm about to pick it off as well then. Okay.
All right. See you guys. See you, Doug.
See you, Hermit. Have
All
a
right.
good one, man.
Peace. Doug, do you have anything to say to the chat right now?
Sure, guys. Good to see everybody, and I hope you have an awesome weekend, and that you get everything in life that you're working towards, and just keep after it, and do make the most of your time here on Earth, and enjoy your lives. That's about it, Sir Edis.
All right, man. I enjoyed you being in the stream, man, and you can definitely come back anytime.
I appreciate it, man. I saw that you had the StreamYard link open. I just wanted to come in and say hello for a few minutes, and I appreciate what you do, and thank you for serving our country too.
Hey, I just volunteer, man. It's no big deal. Like
Okay.
I honestly, if I had a chance, I would join the Air Force, but
Yeah.
they weren't in the recruiting office. They were always gone. That's the main reason why I joined the Army.
Oh, that's cool, man. If I had it to do all over again, and unfortunately I don't, I think I would have tried to sign up for the Navy and taken a crack at Buds if they would have let me done that back in the day.
Navy, no, I can't deal with being in the middle of the ocean, man. Like that's a whole nightmare. Because what if Japan does a kamikaze again, right? Just for some reason. I ain't trying to dig up the past, but history tends to repeat itself.
Yes,
So.
sir.
Okay, dark humor. Maybe I should stop. But Doug, definitely come back whenever you want, man. Like you definitely have great conversations. Like I'm telling you.
Thanks, man. I hope I have something to offer, and I don't want to keep you here too long or anything, but I'm taking more of a spiritual path through life right now. Like I said, I am a Christian, but I don't come on here to try to, preach the gospel to people, but that's the path I'm on, and that I'm finding the most fulfillment, at least for me.
I completely respect that, man, and I really do hope that you find that inner peace, man, because a lot of people, they cannot proclaim that situation because this world is completely fucked.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah. And we can all see it. I mean, it's all happening right in front of us. And so for me, it's like to stay positive, to keep my head in a balanced environment. I have to keep my mind renewed, thinking on things that are good, because it can, going down this path can take people down some dark places too, at least in my own mind. Not so much in the red pill community, of course, but it's like I have to set my mind on good things as well, on how life can still be good, and you can still have a good life here.
I agree, man. But thank you for joining, and
Yeah.
I'll definitely see you next time.
Okay, sir. You just have a good one.
You too, man. Peace. And it's your boy, Sir Eudes. This was a very interesting but fun stream because I had to speak my mind. I had to talk about what's been going on right now in our space today. So hopefully you guys enjoy that shit. And on top of that, if you guys want to support your boy, there's a link on top of the chat. Cash shouts out Sir Eudes. I appreciate everybody that donated today. I definitely do, because you guys will see the difference on Eudes News tonight. It's going to be a very good conversation, and the Great Ghost should be able to join tonight. So I'll keep you updated, but at the moment, it's your boy Sir Eudes. Hopefully you enjoy the gems that I dropped to you today. And I am out. Peace.